WHAG, your local election headquarters, brings you the latest election updates. Brought to you by Bowers Insurance, protecting your future.
Good evening on election night 2012. The numbers keep on clicking. Results are being read as announced. I'm Jennifer Mullen.
And I'm Peter Bickford. We'll have extensive coverage of most of the top races in the area.
Right off the top, big news in the race for Congress. John Delaney will be the next congressman for Maryland's 6th district. He'll take over for long-term incumbent Roscoe Bartlett, who's actually conceded on our air here tonight. Here's a bite of what he had to say.
And it's been my great honor to have been able to serve the constituents of 6th District for 20 years now. And, you know, I was totally resigned. Whatever happened tonight, I was going to be a winner. I'm 86 years old. I can retire with my head high.
And here is how the breakdown goes for John Delaney beating Congressman Roscoe Bartlett, 42% to Roscoe's 30%, with Nick Mueller, the Libertarian, putting in a good show, involved in many of the debates, including the forum that we hosted. But in the end, the Democrat John Delaney beating longtime incumbent Roscoe Bartlett.
Credit to him.
Yeah.
Credit to him. He's a businessman personality, and he held a very organized campaign, so that paid off for him tonight.
Yeah, and he was a surprise Democrat from the beginning, wasn't even endorsed by the governor of Maryland at first. So he, a big surprise in the end, and tonight he is the winner. We are looking at the race for mayor of Hagerstown. Speaking of surprises, right now, David Geispurts still leading with 50% of the precincts reporting over incumbent mayor Bob Brucci. And those are the latest numbers. We know Sujatha Khandelwal is standing by with David Geispurts at the Board of Elections. And I think I just saw him earlier with you, and he was smiling at the time, Sujatha.
Peter and Jennifer, certainly some big news. Mayor Bob Brucci will not be serving another term. Hagerstown does have a mayor-elect, and he is joining me now live. David, congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell me, you're kind of taking this all in. How are you feeling right now?
Well, besides feeling pretty tired, I'm pretty happy, and couldn't have done it without all the support of my friends and family. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank Bob Brucci for all his years of service and for dedicating himself to improving Hagerstown over the years.
And you know, people are going to want to get to know you, what you represent. When I spoke to you in April, you kind of did this, not so much on a whim, but just wanted to challenge. Did you ever think it was going to turn out like this?
Well, you know, it's a lot different result from the last time. This was a different election with a lot more time, and I had a lot more of a chance to connect with voters and really listen to what their concerns were. Mm-hmm. And I think that really made a difference.
And, you know, if people can take home something tonight, what is going to be one or two of your top priorities when you do take office?
I think my first priority is just to get everything under my belt in terms of what's happening in Hagerstown. Mm-hmm. So just getting briefed on up to speed on what's going on and taking it from there.
And, you know, what kind of man are you? People are going to want to know who's leading them.
Well, I think you have someone who is very open-minded, who's courageous, a data-driven decision maker, and that is ready for change to come to Hagerstown.
All right, David, again, congratulations. Thank you. I look forward to working with you in the future.
Thanks to everybody.
All right. Peter and Jennifer, there you have it, the new mayor-elect for Hagerstown. Pretty exciting. Reporting live in Hagerstown, I'm Sujatha Khandelwal. Peter and Jennifer, back to you.
All right, Sujatha, thank you so much. You have to wonder if it has anything to do with the new projected stadium. I know Mayor Brucci had a lot of momentum with that project, and now David Geispurts is going to be taking over, so curious to see if that had anything to do with it.
Absolutely, and you also have to wonder if this was one of the times where they matched the city elections up with the presidential election. A lot of people at the polls, maybe people saw D for Democrat and just voted for the Democrat in this case. So it's going to be interesting to break down the numbers in that case, but he started with early voting, and he has led throughout the night. We also want to check the numbers for City Council in Hagerstown. Hotly contested, but right now, Kristen Alshire, who was on the council before moving over to the county commissioners, he's back, and right now he's leading. Penny Nye, another one who's been a previous council member, she's holding the second spot right now. Incumbent council member Lewis Metzner has the third spot. We're looking for the top five here. Don Munson, former state senator, unseated by Chris Shank, now appears to be headed to City Hall to be a city councilman, something new for him. And in the fifth spot right now, very closely, not too far behind William Brickner, is Martin Brubaker, another incumbent on the city council. And just looking at the final numbers there, Ashley Haywood is currently sitting on the council. but she's in the third to last spot, followed by Larry Baer and Jeffrey Coney.
Let's switch gears now to the race for U.S. Senate. Democratic Senator Ben Cardin has won re-election to the U.S. Senate, defeating a Republican and well-financed independent, Dan Bongino. Not a big surprise here. He had a few candidates he was running against, including some write-ins earlier in the week. He actually said he wasn't going to take anything for granted. Well, it looks like his game plan is paying off yet again. Cardin was the first elected to Senate in 2006 after a long career in House of Representatives. Well, a definite senator winner tonight, Joe Manchin. He'll now serve his first full term as senator for U.S. He represents West Virginia and beat out opponent John Racy. Manchin took this one pretty easily. He was the first declared winner in our area. In fact, he already gave his victory speech. Let's have a listen to some of that.
First, you see, I still believe in the American dream. I really do. I believe in the American dream where our future can be brighter than our past. I believe it more than I've ever believed anything. We are the hope of the world. If we don't get it right, God help the rest of the world. Everybody's watching us right now. They truly are. They're saying, can they do it? We hope America can do it. I'm telling you, we will do it. I'm telling you that we will do it. We'll do it for our generation, the next generation, and for many more to come.
Again, that was Joe Manchin in his victory speech. He'll continue his role for U.S. Senate, beating out opponent John Racy. Well, another attention grabber this election night is the race for the sheriff's seats in our area. We'll start with the race for Berkeley County Sheriff.
Kenny Laymaster having a clear lead over his closest competitor, and two other men that he's competing against. But it appears that Sheriff Laymaster will be heading back for another term as sheriff of Berkeley County. In Jefferson County, we are declaring a winner here. Sheriff Bobby Shirley, the incumbent, has beaten Earl Ballinger. We're wondering if he will contest this since it is so close, but they are declaring Bobby Shirley the winner. This was a major one we've been watching. He's got federal charges.
Yeah, this race has been one to watch, especially because the incumbent Bobby Shirley is facing federal charges right now. He's accused of beating a bank robbery suspect. But right now, it doesn't look like that issue's affecting it all. Sheriff Bob Shirley has the lead. He is the declared winner, who's also served in the department over Earl Ballinger, who's been a part of the department for more than 20 years. Now, if the court decides to rule against Shirley in January with those federal charges, then there's going to be a brand new election for Jefferson County. But right now, it looks like he is the winner. So good for him.
Just quickly checking the race for sheriff. Not a big surprise. Vince Shambaugh in Morgan County taking the win over Larry Bradley with 100% of the precincts reporting.
All right, well, now let's go to a breakdown of how the referendums on the ballot in Maryland are doing. Question 4, which would allow immigrants to receive in-state tuition. Right now, it looks like that's going to be passing, as well as question 5, which is highly debated. That's going to be the state redistricting map.
Same-sex marriage right now too close to call. It was leading. It seemed that Marylanders 51 to 49 wanted same-sex marriage to take effect in January. And finally, table games. It seems like Marylanders want to have expanded gambling, another casino, more slots, and things like blackjack at those casinos with money going to education. So that's the latest on the referendums.
Absolutely. And again, you got to wonder if that's going to affect Charlestown at all. Well, just a reminder, you can see all the election results from every race in our area on our website, your4state.com. You can also get an application on your mobile device. Your 4State is where you can find that. That's a free application for you. Well, we've got to take a break, but when we come back, it was a great day for voting. Not a good day to be on the highways, though. There were several accidents. We'll tell you where and how serious they were, plus more extensive election coverage from our news team. Don't go anywhere.